Nah, I got y'all fools this time. Hit it.
How long is it?
Alright, man. We about to talk about the man that made EDP look like a saint. Mr. Dan Schneider. Now, I don't know who this individual is. I think he's a creator of Nickelodeons. I did not know I was watching a pedophile TV service. But it was gas, though. I ain't gonna cap. Listen, if you 20-some years old, you already know what I'm talking about. Early 2000s, that's where it's at, bro. But listen, man. We finna see what's up, bro. This dude, somebody gonna have to put hands on him, respectfully. Because this is weird. But let's get to it, though. Oh, it's muted. Hold on.
Producer of the Amanda Show, Dan Schneider.
Thank you to Nickelodeon. Thank you to Dan Schneider. Dan, we love you. Thank you so much, dude.
Thank you, Nickelodeon. Thank you, Dan Schneider.
It's hard to put into words what Dan has done for all of us.
I want to thank Nickelodeon and Dan Schneider.
Oh, the whole time the Nickelodeon thing was afoot? Satanic. That's why I told y'all, man. It's something about y'all industry plants I don't get, but we're going to talk about it later.
If you watch Dan Schneider's work, it is completely impossible to escape the notion of feet.
Have you ever tried to get your whole big toe in your mouth? Check this out.
There's just feet everywhere.
Tori, please pour ketchup all over your feet.
I still say this is not performing.
This is why I'm in Hollywood.
Yeah, eat your cereal, kids.
Hey, Dan.
Slimeball think you're gay. Slimeball knew to think you're gay, bruh. I don't care who you are, how you feel about it. I think you're gay. Knew to think you're gay. Slimeball think you're gay. I think you are gay.
Schneider, look what you've done to me.
Blowjob investigates. Let's see what he investigated. I mean, whoever. My fault. My intrusive thoughts won.
Dan Schneider. Boom! He is responsible for the prolific careers of a bunch of people, bunch of shows that we all have come to know and love, from millennials all the way to Gen Z and everybody above, below, and in between. If you are alive right now, you probably are familiar with something that Dan Schneider has created. He's responsible for the careers of Amanda Bynes, Josh Peck, Jamie Lynn Spears, responsible for the career.
I can't. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I'm gonna play. I'm sorry. I couldn't. Like, bro, come on, man. You can't tell me that's not the first thing you look at this, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Moving on, bro.
Amanda Bynes, Josh Peck, Jamie Lynn Spears, Miranda Cosgrove, Jeanette McCurdy, and even Ariana Grande. Many more, but that's just to name a few. There were some seriously frightening and worrisome things going on at Nickelodeon Studios during that heyday with his company Schneider's Bakery. It seems as though Nickelodeon and everyone involved seem to try to sweep under the rug a lot of strange and worrisome behaviors that we're going to get into today.
Nickelodeon was kid everything, but that marked one of the darkest chapters.
Now, Nickelodeon and Dan Schneider have been exposed a million times over by many people on YouTube.
I have a new video for you guys because it's time to talk about this monster, Dan Schneider.
Could they have prevented this? And if so, why didn't they?
If you don't understand why the giant foot plays such a big part in this, you will in a minute.
Hidden behind that orange foot is some disgusting, deplorable things.
You have a foot fetish, no judgment here, that's all you. But it's different.
Oh, it's judgment here. It's judgment here. I don't care about none of that. It's judgment for sure. We judging over here. I mean, I ain't judging like that because I ain't God. But I'm just saying, though. Boy, you weird. But this is what we need to do, man. I said it before in the other video. I say it again. Bro, get to the church, bro. Get to the church and get the oil. And you see how the pastors, like, they put the oil in their hand like this. It's like the bottles like this. And then they hit it with the, you feel me? And then they do the little, hold on, wait. They hit him with the, and then they hit it with the, that's what you need, man. I'm telling you, bro. A lot of y'all is overly satanic, bro. Listen, if I'm not on the watch list, by the end of this video, I'm going to be on the watch list, bro. Y'all get on my nerve. I get sick of y'all, man. I get sick of y'all human. Y'all, Man, look, let me just play the video.
In children's TV show. Now that's when it becomes a problem.
God,
all
disgust
his
me,
colleagues
man.
around him seem to be held accountable,
And
but
look at
he
his
doesn't seem to be held accountable.
And there was another actress called Alexa Nicholas. She went on Instagram Live.
And my mom was like, can you please get Dan? Get Dan here immediately, get the producers here immediately. Someone needs to figure out what has happened to my daughter. So then finally Dan walks in. And Dan has not helped the entire time. And I don't feel comfortable going into details about what I've seen with Dan or like what Dan is.
My mom put me in
He's
acting.
not
Like that
real.
wasn't my choice. I was 6. I had to support my family, so it wasn't like I was, came out of the womb like I'm tap dancing and like ready to go or something. It's the thing that I feel the most shame of in my entire life. I do not like any of the acting work that I have ever, like any of the projects that I've been a part of as an actor. And even talking about it, honestly, my heart starts to race and like I feel like I almost could cry.
So now, according to a website called Looper.com, for years, prolific producer Dan Schneider occupied a prominent place in the world of children's television, as we've just discussed. Throughout the late 90s and early 2000s, Dan and his Schneider Bakery banner oversaw numerous hit shows on Nickelodeon, including All That, Kenan and Kel, Drake and Josh, and iCarly. At the height of Dan's fame, he was likened to fellow TV titan Norman Lear by the New York Times, a comparison that should indicate just how respected he was at that point in time.
I don't like Dan.
So now let's get into some of the weird stuff that this man is responsible for doing. Like, first of all, we cannot ignore the feet. So basically what happened is a few of us started getting a little older.
Yo, look.
Some of Dan Schneider's.
Hold on, I just peep. So what if you had ugly feet? Would he like reject you? Would you just not get a job? Or did your feet have to be like superb, bruh? Like, what if you had athlete's foot? Would he like suck your toes or something? Like, what's up with it, bro? Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, listen, bro. If you trying to be an actor, bro, just change your career. Just change your career, bro. Cause you gonna get some quadruple chin producer sucking on your toes while you trying to do a little movie set or something, bro. You don't want that, bro. Like, I'm telling you, man. Like, it's not what it seems. Everything is a lie, bro. Everything is a lie. And believe it or not, these little these kiddie shows, they all with this, bro. All jokes aside, they really is, bro. Like, that's why I said, bro. And I didn't know what it was when I was a kid. I was just a little kid watching it, bro. But like, the more you get older, the more your eyes start to get open, bro. Like, yo, everything is so weird. Where's Wormwood at? Let's just bring Wormwood. If you know, you know.
Shows like on Nick at Night or just reruns or whatever. And we started thinking like this very familiar feeling across all of us, like, what the fuck were we watching?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What if her feet stink?
Yes.
After this, we massage my feet.
No, gross. Get in between the toes.
It was weird.
She's a star, so she gets a big, she gets a big spitball shooter thing. I want, hey. No, hey, wait, can we get a close up of this? Can you get a close up of this one?
No. You go, boy.
Amanda, demonstrate. Spitball in front of.
You see there, the toilet paper and you get a gallon of fresh spit, and then you spit in here and the little part in this thing.
What do you think of that explanation?
Oh, it was very explanatory.
Specifically
Yo,
the
that's
feet.
deep, bro. That's deep.
It is absolutely impossible to escape the concept and image of children's feet.
Would you smell my foot and tell me what you think?
I dare you to spend one day saying yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll smell your foot.
Thank you.
It's just feet everywhere, feet all around.
I have a weird talent.
What's your talent?
Okay, I'll show you. Can't believe I'm doing this.
It even went so far as to permeate onto Nickelodeon's actual logo for some time, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, a big foot. It was just feet everywhere. And at the time as a child, I think I probably just thought it was funny or whatever. But when some of these fans, reporters, journalists started to look back at these shows with a little bit of perspective, they started to notice that it wasn't just feet being featured on the shows, but Dan Schneider himself, from his public original Twitter account, was soliciting pictures of children's feet from the audience, from Nickelodeon fans on Twitter. It's just weird. What is his weird obsession with children's feet? Like, sure, put it in your shows, that's kind of weird. Force Ariana Grande to have her feet stuck in a thing so you can tickle them or lick them or whatever weird you did on that episode. I don't know. So basically make your own decision about the feet. To me, I think it's weird. And us over here at DJ Investigates thinks it's weird. As if that's not weird enough, we could end the episode there because it's really weird that the man was asking children for pictures of their naked feet with writing on the bottom of it. It's just very weird, Daniel. It's a really weird thing to do. But then the next thing that they actually did that I think is really strange was Dan would host these recruiting parties for children.
He would have pool parties.
Oh, nah.
And invite all the kids over and be like, oh, we'll just take care of the kids. No adults need to come over. So he was having pool parties with these kids that were on the show without any kind of adult supervision going on. One of my friends that used to work on a couple of the shows they did, I mean, this goes back to the mid-early 90s. And he would spend extremely large amounts of time alone with the kids in their dressing rooms without any adult supervision in there either. He was just he's just a sick dude. And people have known about this in the industry for a long time.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me not even pause it. But for real though, what if he was a dad? What are you doing? If you're a dad, what are you doing?
Within there,
are you crashing out?
Nickelodeon either. I don't know why Nickelodeon continues to put up.
Tastes like a juice.
So in 1997, I was discovered in a mall, and eventually I got a manager and an agent. And then as I started growing in my career, in 2007, my agent contacted me and my family about possibly getting a good Nickelodeon gig. I personally, at the time, I watched a ton of Nickelodeon and I was very immersed in that lifestyle, so I wanted to pursue it. My mom, and she was my manager at the time, she had some, reservations about it. She didn't really want me being exposed like that, especially because in the audition call listing, they did mention, wear something cute, like wear spaghetti straps or a skirt or, whatever. And my mom, when she told me later on that whenever she saw things like that, she thought that it was a little uncomfortable for people to be telling kids what to wear.
How old were you at the time?
I was probably around 15, 14 years old. And I was actually considered older at the time for what they were looking for. So in 2007, my agent called about the Nickelodeon show. It was for Zoe 101, but because that show I think was getting canceled at the time.
It looks like the Spears family is growing again, but this time it's not Britney Spears who's expecting. It's her 16-year-old little sister, Jamie Lynn.
Nickelodeon did put out a carefully worded statement saying, quote, "We respect Jamie Lynn's decision to take responsibility in this sensitive and personal situation. Our primary concern right now is for Jamie Lynn's well-being."
I didn't even know Britney Spears had a sister, bro. Is she even alive?
They were looking just for anything, and then Dan Schneider's next show was iCarly. So they were looking for, extras or possibly like a lead type of role. So, of course, my agent jumped on that opportunity, and we flew out to LA for this audition. And when we got there, it was probably like 200 kids, and then these random agents hand-selected specific kids that they liked or, showed some charisma. And then once about 40 kids were selected, we were then told to take off our shoes and that we were each going to go into a room to show the producer, who is Dan Schneider, the tapes to see who we would want on the show. And of course, we always ask, what would you like us to be doing once we're in there? My agent told me, you got to just take off your shoes, just run around in front of the camera, talk about how much you love being barefoot. And at the time, even, it was okay, that's weird, but it didn't think anything of it because I was still young. Then when I saw other kids doing it, their parents were take your shoes off, we're going in, this is it, this is your thing. It was all the kids that were wearing the short shorts, the, spaghetti strap tank tops, things that were a little more open and less reserved. And then once we got into the last room before my audition happened, my mom kind of looked around and was like, this is wrong. There's just something really wrong about this. And
yo, bro, look, bro. Listen, if I have to, like, make a whole brigade, right? If I have to, like, is that what it's called? Like a brigade? It's like a unit of troops. If I have to, like, start a whole underground, like, brigade of troops to stomp people out like this, I'd do it, bro. Because this is just weird, bro. At least, like, Dan, with all due respect, you're going to have to shoot somebody a 40, bro. Like, somebody dad. Because I know some of them girls got dads, right? Well, most of them got to have a dad. You had to come from somebody. You know what I'm saying? You have a dad and a mom. Everybody has a dad and a mom. But, like, you're going to have to fade all of them, bro. Not just some of them, all of them, bro. You're going to have to see them. Because what is this, bro? The feet? Bro. This is what I'm talking about, bro. That perverted sexuality. That perverted sexual sin is so weird, bro. And nobody is talking about it. But listen, I'm just waiting for Wormwood. If you know, you know. I'm not going to be here for Wormwood. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to be here for Wormwood. But if you're here for Wormwood, hey, best of luck to you, bro. But that's what we need right now. We need Wormwood. And it's in the Bible in Revelation. Go read about it, bro. Speaking of that, I'm going to read my Bible after this because this is creeping me out. It's making my head itch or something. It's making me itch.
At the time, I was really upset because I wanted to do this.
The new cast started with a 2-week comedy boot camp that Schneider held with the help of the team that included the show's dialogue coach, Ryan Peck.
And at the parties, the children would be wearing bathing suits. It would be minimally supervised. And to listen to some children who describe these parties, they would say their parents were not even invited.
Interestingly enough, most of the kids got discovered by the pool. And I believe it was Megan Fox and Hillary Duff was another one who got discovered there at the pool.
And the parents were so desperate to have their children be famous for whatever reason. I can't relate. You couldn't have gone to anywhere where there's clothes. I don't know. So then in 2014, I don't know where this falls in the timeline, but Dan Schneider received a Kids' Choice Awards.
So it is our great honor to present the first ever Nickelodeon Lifetime Achievement Award to a man who's been making all of us laugh for the past 2 decades.
Put your hands together for the one and only Dan Schneider!
So here come big old Dan hanging all over the man. It's really weird.
So thank you for making my life great and just making every day so freaking fun! Thank you, guys! Kids' Choice Awards 2014!
March 29th, 2018, Nickelodeon and Schneider's Bakery, which is Dan's company, finally part ways. So I guess allegations had gotten so bad or whatever, but actually Jake has gotten me an article that I have not read yet. It's by deadline.com and it's called Nickelodeon Parts Ways with TV series producer Dan Schneider. Exclusive, updated. Nickelodeon has ended its long relationship with one of its most prolific creators, Dan Schneider. Probably for the best considering the feet thing alone. Here's a quote. Following many conversations together about next directions and future opportunities, Nickelodeon and our longtime creative partner, Dan Schneider, Schneider's Bakery, have agreed to not...
Bro, hold on, bro. Look at this, bro.
Longtime creative partner, Dan Schneider, Schneider...
Where do they do that at, my nigga? Where do they do that at, bro? But it's a grown man, bro. This is a grown man, dog. Where they do that at, bro? Two grown men. One with 2 chins, one with 4. Come on, bro. Come on, man. This is why I said, bro, everything is so twisted. It doesn't make sense, bro. I understand if this was a dude and this was a girl, but this is 2 grown men right here. And there's nothing against this dude here. He's chilling, bro. But even then, bro, you still intertwined with this, bro. So it's like, I can't even rock with you, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, Slimeball think you're gay, bro. I don't care who y'all feel about it. Nudie think you're gay, bro. Real talk, bro. But listen, man. You didn't hear it from me, bro. I'm just the one that agrees with the Slimeball himself. You know what I'm saying? Nothing personal, bro. It's nothing even rude. Don't even get offended. But Slimeball do think you're gay. Real talk.
Schneider's Bakery have agreed to not extend the current deal. Nickelodeon and Schneider said in a joint statement to Deadline the following: since several Schneider's Bakery projects are wrapping up, both sides agreed that this is a natural Schneider's Bakery projects are wrapping up.
Oh, I thought he was in the dress. My bad.
Both sides agreed that this is a natural time for Nickelodeon and Schneider's Bakery to pursue other opportunities and projects. This is kind of weird to me, considering like he made his whole career on Nickelodeon. Like, I don't know where he thought he was about to go. I mean, I think everything he ever did was on Nickelodeon, if I'm not mistaken. So it's very strange that it would be natural for him to leave this network whenever he made his career on the network. Maybe it had something to do with something else, not maybe natural. Dan and his Schneider's Bakery team have created a string of lasting, groundbreaking hits over the years, including, we've already discussed this, iCarly, Victorious, and the current #1 hit show on Nickelodeon, Henry Danger. The statement continued: we thank Dan and his Schneider's Bakery producers, executives, and social media team for their immeasurable contributions to Nickelodeon, and we wish them the best in their future endeavors. And Dan and Schneider's Bakery are proud of the work they did together with Nickelodeon and will always remain big fans of the network. The decision comes as Nickelodeon has opted to cancel Schneider's latest series, Game Shakers, after 3 seasons. They go on to say, among other things, I hear there had been multiple complaints of abusive behavior against Schneider filed by members of his staff.
What's going on back here by the robot? Hold on, let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening back. Oh no!
Hey, yo.
I haven't got my costume on yet. Are we close to bowling? Sorry, caught Jerry in a bad moment there. How much attention does Jeanette need?
I was trying to avoid
What did the young shrimp say when his mom said he was charity of his joy?
Try it again, but more cat-like.
Okay.
For years, Schneider had been under a cloud of suspicion over the treatment of some younger stars of his shows. Among the things that have raised eyebrows are his tweeted photos of the toes of his young female stars. Y'all, one thing I will tell you right now is people will actually pay money to look at your feet. I did not know that. That was news to me. But I will tell you that that is the truth. So he's just putting it all out there on the internet for free, these children's toes. I mean, just weird how, like, because you're a director of a show that people play on, that you feel like you have access over that person's body to just be posting pictures of their parts. That is gross and weird. These are children. And who was protecting these children?
Nobody.
Their parents were the ones dropping them off at the damn pool party. They had to see these tweets about these feet. If I saw somebody tweeting, soliciting pictures of children's feet, and they were working with children, I might ask some questions. But these parents don't seem to have. I don't know. Maybe they did. I wasn't there. Schneider has been well documented as having temper issues for years. And there's these weird videos too, like you'll see, like he'll come around with like a, you know, remember the video cameras used to carry around, like VHS cameras, whatever. He would come around video recording like the stars on the set. It was almost like they would go rigid, like Ariana Grande, like, hey, what are you doing here?
That was amazing. That was one of the better things I've ever heard.
No, I ain't gonna cap. I don't
What's
know
going on here?
I couldn't do it.
Why are you sitting on the floor of the set?
No, I'm not gonna lie.
They are. Did you just bark?
No.
Oh, nah, this is giving... What is this? Nah, this is giving me, like, crazy secondhand embarrassment right now, bro. It's so weird.
That was really scary. Did you hear that? Yeah.
Like, it was very obvious that the kids were uncomfortable being around this creep. So the author says, I hear there was a flare-up last week. This would have been like around March 2018. During a meeting Dan had with Nickelodeon executives where they indicated to him that Game Shakers was not getting renewed for a 4th season. Sources say that Schneider's reaction was, at least in part, due to the fact that Game Shakers was about to wrap production on its 3rd season the following day with a cliffhanger season finale, which would leave fans without any closure. So that's allegedly what he was upset upset about. The author says, I hear at the meeting, Schneider was also told that with his other Nick comedy, Henry Danger, on hiatus, another show would move into the production space in the Nickelodeon-owned Burbank studios, which has housed Schneider's series exclusively for the past few years. Sources say that Schneider objected to the prospect of having to share the office and production space with the non-Schneider's Bakery show. So there was a little bit of a turf war, but I think they were already like, you have been accused too much and you gotta go. After the ousting, after the departure of Dan Schneider from Nickelodeon, the New York Times seems to have attempted to actually rehabilitate Dan Schneider's reputation. Schneider's blog and YouTube channel from when he was Nickelodeon's star showrunner captured the way he would interact with the teenage actors and young fans of the show. He posted a video of him spooking the iCarly actress Miranda Cosgrove as she walked into a room.
Oh my gosh, that is so mean. But it wasn't that good. I didn't get that scared.
You were kind of scared.
I was a little scared. You get me. You never get me.
I just did.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that's
Wow.
But some people who worked on Schneider's shows asked for anonymity because they feared that
I don't know
they
how
would
much more of
be
this I can
basically
watch, bro.
retaliated against
So
by him.
weird, bro.
Did you say nice things about me?
Like,
Because I will taser.
and the
if
thing is, bro,
necessary.
this is like all of Hollywood, bro. This man is a visual representation of what Hollywood really is, bro. Like, it's so weird, bro. I don't know, man. Like, I got a couple more minutes of this, bro. I think I can thug it out, but bro, this is so. Oh my goodness, I think I made a mistake watching this, bro. This is terrible.
I have the taser. We haven't had to use it in a long time. But
I said lots of nice things.
So I said nice things.
Look how he touching her, bro. Like, she probably don't even want to be touched. She probably want to be all the way over here, bro. She looks so uncomfortable, bro. Like, look, she didn't even want to hug, bro.
That's gonna get on TV. That's gonna get on TV.
They said they viewed his chumminess with young actors as awkward and
Like,
odd.
bro.
For a powerful, middle-aged
Come on,
showrunner, I agree completely. Several recalled
kissing,
that he
bro.
often spent time during the workday interacting with young fans online. And then after work, he would be texting with child actors about silly matters of teenage internet life. Former crew members recalled that Justice's character had a locker on the set of Victorious, decorated with photos of young men, alongside the words "Doodalicious" and "Who's hot." One of the photos was a headshot of a young Dan Schneider, who's definitely not hot.
And there's lots of random stuff in her locker. I'm constantly staring at these pictures, and I'm just kind of confused by her artwork. Fun fact as well, this is Dan Schneider. This is a younger picture of handsome young Dan.
Oh, that is gross.
Schneider said the locker decoration was likely added by someone in the art department and that it was never his goal as a showrunner to be popular or recognized.
Did you say nice things about me? Because I will tase her.
Now, I know that's bullshit. I know it for a fact, Dan, because I saw your ass in a hot tub with a 12, 14-year-old.
But my thing is this, though. You got all that money, all that clout, all that money. Why go after children when you can have any woman you want, bro? Like, why children? I never understood the way Hollywood people think. You got all that money, all that clout, all that influence, bro. Do whatever you want. You could buy anything you want, bro. And you went after the kids, bro. That's why I said, bro, a lot of y'all need to be put under the jail. But before you go under the jail, we're going to have to stomp you out, bro. We're just going to have to stomp you out. And we not wearing no regular shoes, boy. These ain't Timbs, my boy. These steel toes. We're going to have to hit you straight in your head with the steel toe part of the shoe, man. Y'all is so weird. Like, that's why I said, bro. Read your Bible, bro. Like, for real, man. That's going to solve all of that, bro. I'm trying to tell you. But listen, man. I can't do too much more of this. I got 3 more minutes left, bro. Bear with me, bro.
year-old Amanda Bynes. So if you didn't want to be popular and famous or whatever the bullshit lie you told the New York Times, then you wouldn't have been in that hot tub with a preteen/young teenage girl.
Whoa.
Or anyone else in the hot tub for that matter. As for interacting with fans online, he said that he did so, quote, only in very public ways that were fully transparent to his colleague. Yeah. These creeps tell us out loud what they're doing every damn day. And then when we find them doing it, they go, I did it in front of y'all. Nobody said anything when I was having pool parties for teenagers at my house. Nope, I don't know why Dan has a country accent, but he does. Just because you were a creep in public doesn't mean you weren't being a creep, you creep. Former crew members also said Schneider seemed to imagine himself as the king of Nick on Sunset, the network's former soundstage. He had a private bathroom next to the one that most of the other staff members had to use. 3 former colleagues recalled occasions when staff members pushed him from one room to another in a roller chair so he could keep working en route. It was like Wall-E 1.0. He didn't stand up to walk around other than to chase kids around with his damn camera. Did he have somebody pushing him around for that? He's disgusting. I'm disgusted by him. Over the years, I've grown and matured as a producer and leader, so I guess that means you just don't have to be held responsible or accountable for anything you've ever done. These days, after his 3-year hiatus, Schneider seems set on returning to television and reintroducing his brand of comedy to new audiences.
Hey.
During a 3-hour interview at the Beverly Hills Hotel, he discussed the state of children's television and his plan to bring forward an ambitious and very different pilot that he has written and sold to another network. I'm assuming it's Disney.
Schneider created iCarly, so I know him really well. That's the thing where I was sort of, I mean, if that went on, that's devastating to me because I don't see him in that light, you know. So watching clips on YouTube for that is like crazy. But I mean, the foot fetish is like, okay, bro, come on. Like, I never really noticed that when I was 15 on the show, but of course, looking in retrospect, it's like, okay, all right.
All the pieces fell into place.
all the yeah, I just got 20/20 and knew what was up.
Did he ever ask you to take your shoes off or anything like that? Anything to do with your fit?
No, but I took my shirt off on TV at 10 years old, so I don't know. Maybe.
But Dan Schneider is still back on the scene. In my opinion, total creep, total suspicious vibes. The pool parties and the feet pics alone, just too much for me. Coupled with the obvious discomfort and fear that the young actors that we all know about today demonstrated in the presence of Dan Schneider and his video camera, on top of the fact that he no longer has a job, and I know for a fact he's responsible for making hundreds of millions of dollars, if not more, for Nickelodeon. I cannot see any other reason why he was fired other than misconduct. Now, what the misconduct was, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say it on YouTube, but y'all comment below what your opinion is and what your thought is on Dan Schneider.
Good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've had enough of this. I can't watch anymore. Listen, I can't. I'm live on Twitch right now, if you haven't noticed. I don't have my chat box on, but I'm gonna turn it on because we're about to react to another video. But listen, bro, if you want to see another video, you can click here, I guess. But hey, be sure to hit that sub button. All my socials in the description. Be sure to follow them joints up, and I'm out. Don't be like Dan, or I'm gonna stomp you out. Real spill.